Hi, this is Sylvia. I am Sylvia Moss, and this is Facebook Live. And we are talking tonight about the wonderful, wonderful class that we had last night. I was so excited about what happened that I said, how can I, tell everybody quickly? So, of course, what else but a Facebook Live? And of course, I couldn't do it in the middle of the night, so here we are. A lot of you have already heard about my new class. It's a Masterclass in healing, and it's called Angels, Ascension, and You. And I'm doing it in two different segments. I'm doing it live in person in New York City, and then I'm doing it online for people who don't live in New York City. I could do them together, but it made more sense to do them separately. And so last night at this time, 7 o'clock, we had our second class of the inline in New York City. In person in New York City. And something really very wonderful and unusual happened this time that didn't happen in the first class, and actually has not happened in any of the classes that I've ever taught or any of the sound baths that I've done. And I really think that of course I attribute it to the angels, because we're working with the angels, and what happened was all about the angels. But I really attribute it to the energy that I'm working in now. Excuse me. And I call it the Temple of Light. It's a body. It's like a being. It's an entity. It's an energy field of spiritual light, and all spiritual teachers and healers work in spiritual light. But this time, what came down for me, what I channeled through, was what's called the Temple of Light. And actually, I was inspired by the artist who had an exhibit last year, Hilma af Klint, the Swedish artist, who was the rage of the whole world. People came in from all over the world. And after I had seen that exhibit, which I saw twice, maybe 2.5 times actually, after the first time, I came home and I just downloaded this. You have to do it a temple of light, and that's how it came through. And I said, well, what does that mean? And they said, well, we're going to give you this energy, and we'll teach you how to, embroil it and bring it down so that it's different than other energy that you've worked in. Now, I'm not saying that other people aren't working in this energy, because I'm sure everybody is, because it's the upgrade, so to speak. So the Temple of Light is an energy field. And so before anyone comes to the class, it's in my home. I have a very large loft kind of living room. So it's very, it adheres to this kind of work. And so before people come, I do an invocation, and I do a clearing, and I do some spiritual channeling to set up the energy of this space. And I think that this is why the work is different. I don't know, but that's just my sense. And also, we are ascending, as most people know, that we're in an ascension period, and that's the reason that I'm calling this class Angels, Ascension, and You, because it's all about our ascension. And the idea is that for us to really ascend into our spiritual bodies and into being in our presence, in our loving, our God present self, we don't have to. It helps us to get rid of our baggage and our challenges and anything that blocks us and clogs us up. Just really sort of clogs us up. It's like, doing a detox. We do a detox on our body. Well, so this class, I could change the name, this class is more of a spiritual detox, so that we can clear out our 3D side, and we can go into the higher energies, higher frequency, because being in the higher frequencies is where we can manifest, and where everything is being downloaded to us. And so if we stay in stuck places, we can get there, but it will take longer. So all of the masters tell us, as you know, if you work with any of the masters or studied any of the masters, they became enlightened. And how did they become enlightened? But they worked and they meditated, and they worked on themselves to clear out whatever it was that was in their way. So this is a very simple version of that. And so the angels really, let me just stop for one moment and see who joined us. Evelyn, welcome. Thank you for joining. I'm talking about the class that just started. Last night was our second class. And so by working with the angels, they make our life so easy. I mean, some of us, it's a little difficult for it to be too easy, because it's like, if it's too easy, is something really happening? Well, it's beginning to prove itself that it is happening, because what happened last night during the meditation, let me just back up for a second. In the beginning of the class, and this happens in every class and will happen in the online class as well, we do some exercises, and we work with your challenges, and we work with your 3 top challenges in your life at this moment. You don't want to work, the past stuff, but whatever are your challenges now, you get to pick 3 top ones. And the reason for 3 is because we don't have that much time, we have 6 weeks to do this in. So we really want to be able to dive in and dissect and dissolve and make sure that all the threads are gone of each challenge. So each night of each week of each class, we work on a different one of your challenges, and we dissolve it. We see what size it is and where it came from and what's it feel like, and does it have a voice? What is your voice telling you? What is your challenge telling you? What is your challenge? What is your challenge? Oh, and what are you learning from your challenges? That's so important, because we have these things in our lives that these situations, and there's an expression. What am I? Why is it here? Why is this here for me? Different people call them different things. Some people call them challenges. Some people call them life lessons. I like to call them challenges for this particular situation, because it's what we're challenged with that gets in our way. It stops us, it distracts us from doing our higher work, from being in our higher self, because we try to solve it. We try to figure it out. How can I solve this challenge? How can I not have these feelings about this person? So all of that stuff comes from, of course, our past, what we are conditioned with, all of those things. And this is where the angels come in. Because you see, the angels, they're above us, they're in front of us. How many are here? There are seven angels in the room tonight. I guess, yes, they are the archangels. We're going to work with them just for a few seconds in a minute. But I wanted to explain to you the basis of all of this first. So the angels can see this bigger picture, because they're looking down, they're excuse me, they're all around us. They follow us around. I mean, not to spy on us or be mean or anything, but to be in case of an emergency. The stories of people that they step out and they're not paying attention. They step down the curb and they don't pay attention to the light, and the bus is coming or truck is coming and something grabs them back. I mean, those are very famous stories, and they're wonderful stories. Well, those are angels because they walk with us. They walk. There's some songs that are coming to mind about that. Some spiritual songs. They walk with you. They talk with you. So these angels, they're all around, and there is a karmic law. Well, not necessarily karmic law, a universal law, that angels cannot help you. They can't step forward and say, here, do this, like your mother or your father used to do. But the angels, they stand by. They're very respectful to us. It's so dear when I tune into it, because they wait. I don't know how they have the patience. It's really quite remarkable. They just wait, and they're just filled with nothing but love. I mean, it's the most heart-opening experience to sit in front of an angel. Most of the time we're sitting, or to stand, and just tune in to that angel, because they open my heart immediately. If I'm having kind of a day, and I just take a moment and take a deep breath, do this with me right now. Just take a deep breath. And just ask for an angel, your angel, to come and sit in front of you. And just tune into it. Reach out with your heart chakra in the center of your chest. Just reach out with it to meet this being of light. When I do that, my whole body gets taller. I feel expanded. I feel fuller in my body, like I've gained weight. So that's a taste of what it's like to be in front of an angel. I'm sure a lot of you who are interested in angels, you've had many experiences that you're not really quite aware that maybe that was an angel. So what I want to do right this minute is I want to do a little invocation, and then I'll talk a little bit more about what happened in the class last night. So I'm going to chime a crystal ball, and it might be a little harsh to the ears because the computer microphones aren't as sensitive as they should be. So just take a moment. This will give you a sample of what goes on in our online Angels Ascension in you, preparing you for the fifth dimension so that you can gracefully slide right into the fifth dimension. Because we are in the fifth dimension now, when we go back and forth, because we live on planet Earth. Let's take a moment. Holy Mother, Holy Father, Holy Spirit, I ask that you come and be with us this evening to celebrate our lives and the gifts that you have given us to be alive on planet Earth. And we ask that you help us, we humans, to better understand our lives when we have a challenge, when we are challenged, when we come up against something that disturbs us or unsettles us, and that we don't know how to deal with, because we're in a human body, but we have a spiritual life. And we would ask that you show us and that you guide us in how to be spiritual beings living in a human experience and having human bodies, having human feelings, having human thoughts. We ask that you send your angels, the 7 archangels, the 7 earth archangels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Zachiel, and Archangel Jophiel. We ask you to be with us in this space tonight and raise the vibration of all who are listening. Raise the frequency of their space. Expand it. Bring in more light. Bring in more angelic wisdom. Assist everyone in any challenge that they may be having, so that they can deal with it in a more graceful, loving way. Shambhala kanda notishi, indoshi katana kanda, yomba landa kito, ishalamandoka, lamba kato shinitu, jambala, jambala, jambala. We love you, we love you, we love you, the angels are saying. And one of the things that the angels love are crystal singing bowls. This is a particularly angelic crystal bowl because it's made of rose quartz crystal, and gold. So that's what gives it a peachy color. So I'm just going to chime it gently because of the microphones, as I said. Shalom bialu, shamanakala tu, ki shalom bandandu, baladu amma, iula, iua. Shambalanda, Tishalambanda, Wandila. So last night, after we played the bowls, or probably during the bowls, after the meditation, several of the people in the room had remarkable experiences, and they were perplexed. They had incredible fragrances whiffed by them. And this happened to two different people, and they were sitting very, very near each other, like a chair away from each other. And they both smelled two different fragrances, and they happened to be the fragrances that they most loved. It was not on their body. I did not waft any essential oils in front of their faces, which they all thought I did. But what I told them was, and what was told to me as this was being related to me, was that this was their angel, their particular angel that they were working with, because each person in the class has an angel, and she works with her throughout. There's no men in the class. She works with her throughout the 6 weeks. And so last night, this particular angel for each of these people came forward in a more physical manner so that these two women would know that something was there besides themselves and me, the teacher. And it was very moving. And both women have had experiences with that particular fragrance. One was a food, and one was a flower essence of some sort. So what I wanted to tell you is I was so excited about this because angels come to us in the most miraculous ways. They come to us in forms that we will be able to identify with. Now, the artists make beautiful pictures and paintings or sculptures or whatever that we have all around us of these incredible light beings. Some do paintings of light, but others paint beautiful angelic looking paintings, many of which I have, and many of which I have photographed. Not the angels, but angel art. And so it's been told to me that angels are pure light, and we can't really see them, but we can feel them. So when angels want to make themselves known that they are with you and in your presence, they will either send you a message of some sort that you will recognize. They will appear to artists, mostly this happens with artists, but not necessarily. It will appear to artists in a form, in a physical form, that we can identify with. So that's why we see these paintings of these beautiful, incredibly soft, and these faces of these angels, because that's how they've appeared to these artists. They've actually appeared. William Blake is one very famous artist that is documented because he was a famous artist. So he's been recorded in writing about his experiences with angels. And he painted what he saw, he said. He was actually painting what was in front of him. And they are remarkable images of, and not just an angel standing, staring at him, but angels doing things, angels walking upstairs, angels like floating. So Google William Blake and angels and see what you can find. But so what happened last night was these angels gave clues to these women that they were present. So there are some people who have very strong olfactory, like there's clairvoyance and there's olfactovoyant. I'm not quite sure of the actual word because it's not one of my things to know those words, but I'm going to look this one up. But some people have very strong olfactory senses, and they will pick up things where other people will hear a voice, they will hear someone speaking to them, or they'll feel someone, other people who are kinesthetic, they would feel someone touching them. Or I've had the experience of feeling air around, usually around my right side, and sort of a movement of it's not like a wind, but it's like it's a movement of air, like a breeze kind of thing. When I'm inside my house and it's wintertime, there's no breezes. So that's how the angels let us know that they're here. And they're always here for us. So what we're doing in this class is that we're working on our challenges. We're doing, psychological tearing them apart and what color is it, and wonderful creative things with our challenges. Then we have these meditations with our angel, connecting with our chakras, which is very powerful, very powerful. Those are all of our chakras. And sit with us, and each week we do a different exercise with that angel. So this helps us dissolve the challenge, or more, I should say, it helps us dissolve the angst of the challenge. The challenge will be there for us to work out. Like you have a challenge with your bank account, or you have a challenge with your neighbor. So there's challenges, but we can take the angst out of the challenge and deal with it in a matter of fact, I need to call the babysitter today, or I need to go to the grocery store. Do I have enough time? Those kinds of challenges. And that's And that's how we want to deal with our challenges that give us angst, to deal with them in a very matter-of-fact way. And I can do this, it doesn't scare me, because when we have angels on our side, because the angels, they have our back in no uncertain terms. They are there. There's 3 of them right now nodding their heads, smiling. For people who just came in, that there are 7 angels in my room right now. They are the archangels. And we activated them a few moments ago in a brief meditation. So the class is called Angels, Ascension, and You. And there's 3 levels of it. So the first 6 weeks are dealing with healing your challenges. The second level is the next 6 weeks that you don't have to take. You can just take one and don't do anything else. The second one is going deeper, going higher. And then the third level, which is sort of like the big graduation level, is Angels and the Akasha. I'm sorry, I changed the name. It's Angels, Ascension, and the Akasha. And so that's really learning how to work with the angels and learning how to work with the Akashic records with your challenges. I mean, and you can then, if you're a healer or you've had other training, you can then take that into your work. But this is mainly a course for you, for your self-healing, for your evolution, because Ascension is here, 5D is here, and it's so much easier if we go with the flow, as they say. So the online class, which will be via Zoom, we're doing it on a Zoom class, and it begins February the 20th. That's next Thursday, I believe. I'm not sure. I have to check my dates again. But it's Thursday, February the 20th. It's for the online course, it's $297 for the 6 weeks. And how you sign up is you can go to my website. And there's a whole page on the class, and my website is sylviamoss.com. And scroll on the homepage, scroll down to the middle, where it's a big, beautiful image of the sky. It's a heaven image, and with angel wings. It's quite exquisite. And it's called, it says on there, Angels, Ascension, and You. And go into the website, and you can send me a message from there that you want to be in the class, and I will send you the sign up information. And we're paying by PayPal, and like that. And you can also just email me directly if you want at info. So it's info@sylviamoss.com, and we can communicate that way. You can also have a 30-minute free clarity session to see if you jive with me and if this is something that works for you. And that's my gift to anyone who wants to do the course or for sessions. It started out to be for any healing sessions so that you could understand what was going on. But now I've expanded that into for the course so that you have a better understanding of what I'm doing and who I am. So what else did I want to tell you? Oh, yes. One of the other things, because we're working with the unconscious in this class. So that's why we work first with talking about the challenges and doing our mind stuff. And we write things down and we share. And then we have deep, long meditations where I play the crystal bowls like I just did. And we have drums and rattles and all kinds of other wonderful shamanic things to help release. But the other thing that we do is, if you choose, you don't have to do it. It's a very wonderful creative homework that between classes, between the week, I give you a movie a week to watch, having to do with movies of people who have great challenges, so that you get to see how other people do it. Because it's always a lot easier to see challenges and how people work them out, to see it on somebody else. You say, Oh, wow. Yeah, I can see what, but it's for ourselves, it's so hard because, we're living it. So those are great fun. And then we talk about it and about the characters and who are you in the movie and just fun things like that. And then the last class, it's going to be a double class, and it's a retreat day. It'll be like a double class. It'll be like 4 to 5 hours that we will be together online, and we're going to do some creative work and like that. So I hope you will join me. I love this class because I love working with the angels, because I work with angels all the time in my healing work. And I have an angel wisdom card deck, and so I do angel readings. So I'm very comfortable with the angelic realm, shall I say. I've been working with them for probably over 20 years. It's kind of scary to think about those kinds of things. But I just want to close for you today we'll do a brief meditation, and I'm going to do a little drumming just to take you into that space, since I can't play the crystal bowls because they're kind of screechy on the computer. So if you just take a couple of moments. Let me see who else joined us here. Oh, Christine, Alma. I can never say your name right. I have to hear you say it someday. Amalia, thank you. I heard you. So everybody take a nice deep breath. And we're going to call in your angel and see who comes to you. So taking a deep breath and having your feet flat on the floor and allowing your energy to move from your feet down through the floor, grow a root out of your foot. Your arch bone, you could grow out of your foot. Or imagine that you're a tree and you grow a root from both of your feet into the floor of your room. Just allow these roots just to grow down, down, down into the earth. Down past the floor, the foundation of your building, coming out of the foundation into the rocks of the surface of the earth, pass through the rocks, down into the fiery brimstone of the earth. Down past the fiery brimstone, through the fire, into the coolness of the earth, into the sandy part of the earth. It's getting whiter and brighter, and your roots reach the center of the earth. Your strong, thick roots, just like you are an oak tree. You are a giant oak tree, and you've reached your roots down to the center of the earth, and you reach this beautiful, beautiful, clear quartz crystal in the center of the earth, which is Gaia, which is the heart of Mother Earth, Gaia. So allow your roots just to float into this quartz crystal. It opens up and receives your roots so that your roots can dangle into this quartz crystal, just like you'd be dangling into a beautiful, clear lake. And this energy of the Mother Earth is totally unconditional love. Allow her love to be with your roots and absorb her energy into your roots. Take a deep breath, bringing all this wonderful energy up through your roots. Bring the energy up through your roots, up into your root chakra, your sexual chakra, your solar plexus, your heart, your high heart, your thymus, your chest, up into your throat chakra, into your third eye chakra, up into your crown chakra. Allow this energy to breathe up into 6 feet over your head, into your higher self chakra, and streaming down into your body again, bringing the heavenly energy down through your higher self chakra. And so the earth energy of Gaia and the heavenly energy commingle, braid themselves in your body, in your being, so that you are all one. Just breathe this energy in and out of you. This is your energy. This is your frequency. And you can expand this frequency. Feel the earth under you, supporting your spiritual life, your spiritual energy, being supported by Gaia. Feel your roots. Feel the strength in your body. Feel the foundation of the earth under you. Shamakanani Tufilanda, Itushamarano, Wamanganda Shidagunda Shalala, Wambakanda Shalaki, Jimbalonda Landa Doshamanda Kandaku, Wambakanka Kanga Shalona, Wambakoka Kanga Feel the strength of your foundation so that you can hold all the strong spiritual light that is you. That is your frequency. So that you can expand your frequency to greater realms because you have a strong foundation. So just sit in this energy for a moment. As the angels, the archangels, the 7 archangels are gathering around you to support your expansion. And the love that's in your heart. So now I ask that your angel, your personal angel, comes and sits before you. And sends you all of her love or his love. And I ask you to send her love back as your angel now touches your heart with her heart chakra. So allow your heart chakra to just reach forward, grow out a little bit, to meet the heart chakra of your angel. And allow these heart chakras of yours and your angel to coexist together, just as the heaven and the earth energy are coexisting inside of you now. Be connected with your angel through your heart. Shinakanda katishi, wamba kadanda kichuliki nanda, lo shinagandaki, yombalantu, kin shalambandu, kalambandu, hala, wambalu, lambandaku, lambanda shilamba, wambandaku, lambi, wambalandu, alamba du. Let the angel and the fairy dust spill into your crown chakra as you're having your heart connection with your angel. And the 7 archangels have made a circle around the 2 of you, sending you great love. And expansion to dissolve the angst of any challenges that you might have. So now say goodbye to your angel for now, as she gently slips away from your heart chakra. Bring your heart chakra back into your body, filled with this love of this amazing light being that is there for you at all times. This light being is a messenger of God to bring you God's love and all the miracles that go with it. Bless your life and bless you. And thank you for coming tonight. Thank you. Check out the website, sylviamoss.com, homepage, middle of the homepage, Angels, Ascension, and you, so that you can miraculously lift into the ascended world of love easily, without angst. Good night. See you soon.